What it is, everybody, your boy Sammy with them, you know what I'm saying? Yes, I know you like it. I know. I'm amazing. I like to create my own costumes, you know what I mean? I always kind of did that, you know. Once I got older and I started venturing forth beyond Halloween because I couldn't trick or treat anymore, it was time to start getting grotesque, you know what I'm saying? Usually I buy like the latex bullet holes and all kinds of stuff, and I'll attach it to my face or whatever. And this right here, I've had this hard hat for years. I used to be an apprentice electrician, and you know this was my hard hat here, and I've had it just sitting in the garage. I was like, you know what? I know exactly what I want to do with that. You know what I mean? So, bada bing, bada boom. Of course, fake blood, which is really annoying all day. Not all day, but since I put it on, it's just, you know, starting to get crusty. And not really crusty, I guess, because it looks kind of juicy, don't it? But you can feel it on my hair, you know what I mean, on my eyelids, you know what I'm saying? But I got something in store. It's special for you guys right here, you know what I'm saying? This is to ring in Halloween right here, you know what I mean? Let's finish up this Halloween night with one heck of a video. Supposedly it's supposed to be scary. It scares 99% of people, blah, 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 blah. This is top 15 scariest videos that scares 99% of people. It's 21 minutes long, so this will definitely finish out Halloween with a bang, and I really hope it does. So, let's turn that down to get us started, you know what I'm saying? Get that mood set. Got the light going. Got Mr. Scully face over there chilling, you know what I'm saying? I'll be bringing him down tomorrow. All right, so and also, if you guys get scared, you already know what to do. But hide under your blankets, you know what I mean? Just try to not be scared, and also push that subscribe button. Let's get it. I mean, it's already kind of scary. I don't know what that is. I mean, that's obviously digital there on the ground, it looks like to me. But let's get it.
Number 15, Red Sack Delivery. Have you ever
That's
come
Chill's
across a
voice.
video where you don't understand what's happening, but somehow it's seriously creepy? This video has been shared around the Indonesian internet community with no context whatsoever. It appears to be apparent security footage from the porch of a home. An unknown individual dressed as a clown carrying a sack that's covered in red walks up the porch steps. It seems he's trying to send a message, or possibly prank the homeowner, by leaving the sack and knocking on the door. The clip being shared ends shortly afterwards, leaving everybody scared, wondering what actually happened. We were able to track the footage down to YouTuber Billy the Fridge, who wrote the surveillance tape is 100% real, no faking. In reality, this was probably a prank, but not before scaring 99%
somebody came
of
out.
people.
Somebody came
Number
out.
14, Lincoln City Cathedral Ghost. With only slightly more than 2,000 views, this haunted video deserves more interest. Posted in March of 2015 by YouTuber Renaissance 2001, the video shows a ghost outside Lincoln City Cathedral at night. As the church bells chime, the person filming the video spies something around the corner on a side of the building. It appears to be a little face. As the person starts panicking, getting slightly closer to try and capture what this is, the face disappears around the corner. He runs after to find nothing there at all. Absolutely terrifying, made even more so by the chiming of the bells, a reminder to feel for the lost souls who haunt this earth. Number 13, Potential Taking. This one will stay with you long after you watch it. What would you do if you heard these sounds of horror in your neighborhood? A Ring doorbell caught this scene, considered a potential taking in the Los Angeles neighborhood.
I can tell you what that probably is, a girl drunk, fighting with her boyfriend on maybe some other type of drug, you know what I'm saying, hallucinating something, who knows. That's crazy though. That's crazy.
Of Lamert Park in November of 2019. The footage shows a vehicle pass by, and from the vehicle, screams are heard as a woman pleads for help from those outside.
Witnesses say that the getaway car was a small white hatchback.
After a potential taking was reported, this Ring doorbell footage prompted an investigation into the incident. Los Angeles Police Department officer Mike Lopez said that police who responded to the call at first found no evidence of a taking. However, this disturbing footage seems to point in that direction. The woman is crying and screaming for someone to help, repeatedly pleading for over a half a minute as the vehicle passes by at around 11 p.m. When the owners of the Ring doorbell hear this, they're seen on their doorstep, looking to see what's going on. KTLA reports that a witness on the scene claims she heard a man's voice as well, saying, "I'm sorry."
Yeah, you hear it, yeah.
He was pictured pulling the braided hair of the woman in the passenger seat. The vehicle then sped from the neighborhood with its rear hatch open. After the LAPD was provided the doorbell footage, they reopened the investigation and canvassed the neighborhood for clues, but as of the end of November, there have been no leads. As reported by Mercury News, let's hope this woman is found soon. Number 12, shadow figure. You know that feeling like you're being watched? Well, maybe you are. This YouTuber says that demonic activity in his home has risen to reoccurrences every 3 to 4 days. He writes, "The demon shadow figure was at the foot of my bed when I woke up, probably watching my dog and I for 8 to 9 minutes, then fled down the hallway and caught a black mass materializing by the door and moving towards my bedroom. And then in the lower right-hand side of the video, you can see it leaving, resulting in me and my dog visibly shaken." The clip does indeed appear to show a shadow figure seeming to materialize on the wall. Whether it's demonic or not is debatable. It doesn't appear to cause any evil, although.
Where's that light coming from? Where's that shadow coming from? Outside. It looks like it's kind of sunny outside. Looks kind of sunny outside. So if that's a downstairs window, cars drive by. That's exactly what that looked like. It looked like a car driving by. Come on now, you better come correct. I know this ain't Chills, but I guess this might be his other channel or something. You know what I mean? I guess the top 15 is this channel, but that's Chills talking.
Shadow figure. You know that feeling like you're being watched? Well, maybe you are. This YouTuber says that demonic activity in his home has risen to reoccurrences every 3 to 4 days. He writes, "The demon shadow figure was at the foot of my bed when I woke up, probably watching my dog and I for 8 to 9 minutes, then fled down the hallway and caught a black mass materializing by the door and moving towards my bedroom. And then in the lower right-hand side of the video, you can see it leaving, resulting in me and my dog visibly shaken." The clip does indeed appear to show a shadow figure seeming to materialize on the wall. Whether it's demonic or not is debatable. It doesn't appear to cause any evil, although perhaps the feeling of it was insidious. The man's dog certainly looks scared enough. What do you think the shadow being wants?
Car.
Could it just be a friendly ghost?
Car.
Number 11, emergency. If you've ever been in an abandoned building under a state of emergency, you know how alone this man feels. With just over 28,300 views,
that's creepy.
This video titled Emergency.mp4 was published in March of 2016 by YouTuber Paul Cyrek. His description reads, "I was at hospital and woke up. Everyone left, but I found one still there after camera battery died. The hospital in the video does indeed look abandoned, making the emergency sound and eerie flashing lights all the more terrifying." For some reason, with no one else fleeing the scene alongside you, fear is heightened, heavy breathing and heavy sighs are heard through the camera. The cameraman passes through the hospital, down a hallway, through a door around a corner, and another door and hallway. No one is there, leaving us to wonder who exactly this man found after the camera battery died. David Roman says he used to work hospital security and that he thinks this is a security guard during a fire drill, but he suggests that patients weren't evacuated for the drill. Rather, it's more likely this was a closed-off wing under construction. which might explain the pallets and construction equipment spotted in the video. Something that wouldn't be found in patient areas. Seems like a valid explanation. However, it is still terrifying to think about. Number 10. Haunted closet. Closets are usually harmless, but a series posted by RadLab1 has us wondering what's on the other side of that door. According to the uploader, the closet in question hasn't been altered since he moved in, but creepy occurrences keep happening with it. In the first video, he opens the door to the small closet, which has a disused TV on the ground, several hangers, and some random stuff on the shelf, including a stuffed animal. The next video is where the creepiness comes in. You can hear the door rattling slightly, and as the dude gets closer to it to examine what's going on, it slowly opens on its own, and then jerks open before jerking shut. The spookiness continues with the next video, in which the man says he hears constant sounds coming from the closet. He approaches it again, and as he reaches towards the handle, a terrifying rattling is heard, causing him to jump and back away again. The last video culminates in probably the scariest happening. There is a knocking on the door and a rattling. It's heard plain as day. When the guy opens the door, you can see there's nothing at all inside. I think we're all thinking the same thing. It's time to move. Number 9. Paranormal Lodge Investigation. Some haunted places hide secrets only the afterlife knows. This video is a private investigation of the Tamaqua Elks Lodge, which occurred on Saturday, September 14th, 2019. Apparently, the Elks Lodge in the town of Tamaqua, Pennsylvania, has some haunted history. Housed in a converted apartment building, there are claims that the Elks Lodge is haunted by the ghosts of 2 people who took their own lives, who resided in the previous apartments. Some claim they've heard voices and seen poltergeist activity. When the Pocono Paranormal team investigated, they caught numerous orbs and a voice that said, "Love you." So what did Team SCRT find? They too captured orb and light anomalies on the scene, as well as horrifying screams on the EVP. They also captured someone saying, "Help me," and another said, "Come play." There are many unexplained sounds and a voice saying, "Martha, time to go." The spirit box also captured a voice responding, "I'm staying." But perhaps the creepiest point is the hazy, shadowy figures that appears to rise up beside one of the crew near the end of that video. Whatever is going on in this lodge is not something you'd want to face in the light of day. Number 8, Mother Nature.
Alright, that's pretty creepy. That's pretty good, but spirit orbs are nothing but dust floating in the air. When your night vision's going, or even you got a flashlight on your camera and you kick up some dust, that's what it looks like. It looks like spirit orbs. That's what they call it. As for that little ghosty figure going up by that mirror, that could be just the camera itself playing tricks. You know what I mean? They're not perfect, but you never know. You never know. That is a pretty good one. As for the speaking, they heard noise, them speaking. Well, that's easily done. Any one of them could have been saying that stuff where they're not being recorded. Get what I'm saying? To make it seem legit, especially for a show like Real Ghost Hunters and all that. They got to do these things to keep views and to keep the show going. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it.
This video will deter you from ever wanting to become a sailor.
I already don't want to be,
The
don't
video shows
worry.
a large ship on a stormy sea. From the top of the deck, massive waves swell around the ship, while the darkening sky overhead casts an even grimmier scene. The waves are so turbulent that they appear to be climbing the edge of the boat. In fact, water splashes onto the deck, the ocean spray bursting up like a geyser at the helm. There's something quietly frightening about this video. The anger and unpredictability of nature and the helplessness of being in the middle of it, tossed about by the sea. Some in the comments find it beautiful, and it is in a way, but others rightfully find it terrifying.
Very scary.
With Redditor Buttered Muffin Toots writing, "I got seasick just watching this. Whether you find this more beautiful or fearful, one thing's for sure. You'll be 100% grateful that your feet are planted firmly on land. Number 7. It's in
Yes,
the...
now that is truly scary to me. Um, Beautiful when it's not a boat involved, just watching the waves, climb and move along with the foamy water on top. You know what I mean? It looks really cool and really beautiful. But the fear of being on a boat and you going through a tsunami or what they call it, a storm. You know what I mean? Tropical storm, whatever, ocean storm, whatever. Okay. And fear of drowning is very strong. That is one of my main fears, drowning and vomiting. Yeah, I have a fear of vomiting. I'm weird. But drowning is definitely scary to me. And to be on a boat in the middle of nowhere and a storm come up like that, no, 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 no. You will not catch me out on Deadliest Catch trying to catch crabs and none of that crap. No. I mean, I would like to go out into the ocean and go see some stuff, but I gotta know there ain't gonna be no crazy storms and none of that. Or I better have a life vest and we better have some dang safety boats. We better have something because I am not gonna drown. Know what I'm saying? Let's get it. Yeah.
room. Kicking back with your friends should be carefree. What happens when something strange occurs? A bin falls or a door clatters shut without explanation. If it happens once, then you can pass it off as just an oddity. But when it happens repeatedly, it's not coincidental. You may have something paranormal on your hands. This video was posted by Creepy7 Paranormal and shows 3 guys just hanging out, lying on the floor of their room on their phones, when something flies off the corner filing cabinet, startling the 3 and causing the sleeping dude to sit up, while the item, which looks like a roll of paper, could have simply fallen from a precarious position on the cabinet. What happens next makes you think again. A larger roll of paper leaning up against a standing cupboard flips onto the floor. There's no way that this one could have fallen on its own.
Now, if those are teenage kids and the parents are home, oh yeah, they could have set that up before they came over, whatever, you know what I mean, just to play with them. Because the way it's falling, the way it's coming off, it seems like it's getting pulled, like yanked off. Even that roll, just the way it moves, the initial jerk, you can tell it's been jerked and let go. You know what I mean?
As it didn't fall in a natural manner, it would have had to have been lifted and tossed over. Whatever is in this room finally has all 3 boys' attention. They all sat up, with one covering his head with a blanket, and the other staring in fear at the corner where the commotion is coming from. The thing is not finished. The top file cabinet drawer opens wide, and a cupboard box on the floor lifts off the ground, levitating momentarily. This causes the boys to flee, and as they do, 2 more giant rolls of paper fall to the ground. Redditor Crimson Cario writes, what's more terrifying is the fact that these grown-up men went screaming out the room, showing how scary it must have been. While Adrian the Goat adds, it's stuff like this that keeps me up at night. You're not alone, goat. Number 6.
That's crazy.
In the
Okay, that was
hallway.
good. That's really well played. That's good.
And you went to investigate. This video will make you consider the possibility that the sound is from the beyond. Posted by YouTuber Cluffo. The footage shows a man hearing a ghost girl's cry.
Did you hear that?
When he goes to investigate, walking slowly through his room to the door, he opens it to find a huddled mass in the hallway. It's hard to tell in this footage what it could be, but we'll assume for the sake of argument that it's a ghost girl huddled over in distress. The man closes the door again, and then a moment later decides to reopen it. When he does, he finds the figure standing before him at the end of the hallway, and is still in strange position. Once he realizes what he's seeing, he shuts the door quickly in fear. Those in the comments of this video feel the same way. 50 Shades of Fierce writes, Scariest thing I've ever seen. After the 100th time, it still gives me goosebumps.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Goosebumps and a near stop of
That's a
the
good one.
heart. Number 5.
But with that, see, I had an old phone, and I did a spooky video on my other YouTube channel when we first moved to this house here. And a crappy camera makes great for some creepy videos. You know what I mean? Because the pixels suck, it's blurry, you can't see very good, so it makes it perfect to try to hide, you know what I'm saying, that it's fake. Get what I'm saying? But be that as it may, I've seen that one before, and it gave me the same feeling this time. It is creepy. Just the way it's the initial huddled up position and standing there like, you know what I mean? Whew. Good and creepy.
Emerges. When the hand emerges from nowhere, you begin to think you're seeing things, especially if it's disembodied. Posted to Reddit by Sightcurfer. This one will make you feel like you're being touched. Sightcurfer writes, during a paranormal investigation of a hobby group, a hand emerges from nowhere and disappears again. Group still doesn't know where the hand came from after 6 years. Originally posted in July of 2014,
But what is
the
that
German private
they're looking at?
investigator is seen with his crew in a darkened room.
What is that?
They're all
looking
facing
at?
one way in what appears to be a hallway, likely getting ready to enter another room in the space they're investigating. Pretty normal. That is, until a hand appears out of the bottom left side of the screen, as though to pat one of the crew on the back. It flits on screen for a moment.
Is
while
that the back of the head of? So that okay, so that's back of the head. Okay.
In the comments, Reddit.
I thought that dang thing sitting there was like a Chewbacca costume, because the glare of the dude's hair looks like a face. Anybody else see that? You know what I mean? Anybody else see that? For real, look at it. Beyond the hand, don't get the hand. I don't care about that. Let's go back. Whatever. Let's go back
50
here.
Shades of Fierce writes, scariest thing I've ever seen. After the 100th time, it still gives me goosebumps. Goosebumps and a near stop of the heart. Number 5.
Right here, watch.
A hand emerges. When the hand
See,
emerges
doesn't
from
look
nowhere,
look at it.
you
Hold on,
begin to think you're
wait.
seeing things,
I'll
especially if
show it
it's
again.
disembodied. Posted
Okay,
to Reddit.
right there. Doesn't that look like Chewbacca? I'm just saying. The back of that dude's head. See, you can see the eye, shape of the eyes, and it looks like teeth, like this. Let's get it. I was curious what that even was.
This one will make you feel like you're being touched. Sightcurfer
Yeah,
writes,
see hand.
during a paranormal investigation of a hobby group, a hand emerges from nowhere and
And
disappears
it's
again.
the left
Who
hand.
still doesn't know where the hand came from after 6
come on, it's
years.
too easy. Come
Originally
on.
posted in July of 2014, the German private investigator is seen with his crew in a darkened room. They're all facing one way in what appears to be a hallway, likely
Look at
getting
the
ready
hand.
to enter another room in the space they're investigating. Pretty normal. That is, until a hand appears out of the bottom left side
Kind
of
of
the
a big
screen.
hand too with the
As though to
jacket
pat
on.
one of the crew on the back. It flits on screen for a moment, while the crew remains unaware, before disappearing again in an instant. In the comments, Redditor RWP80 says that it looks human but with a finger missing. Another says it looks like an animal hand, maybe
Ain't no
that of a
animal
raccoon.
hand. Come on
but it
now.
doesn't seem animal at all to me.
That's not
it
an
looks
animal.
indeed human. Who was
Yeah,
in
it
the
got
room
fingers.
that night with these investigators? And what did they want? Only the disembodied hand knows. Number 4. Phantom Menace. Have you ever seen a ghost video that looks 100% authentic? Posted by YouTuber Faden. This short clip will have you questioning everything. The video shows some ghost investigators entering a darkened room, searching it with 2 flashlight beams. One tells the other to cover his back while welding the camera. The sight zooms around all corners of the room, including the ceiling, the floor, the walls. In one corner next to what appears to be a wardrobe, the camera zooms in to capture something strange down on the floor. But just when you think whatever that thing is might somehow be the titular ghost, a creaking sound causes the cameraman to pull back, and what he captures is terrifying. Where moments before there was nothing, now a tall, vague figure looms. It's hard to see the thing's distinct characteristics as the camera lurches in fear before the 2 guys race for their lives down the stairs. But whatever it is certainly gets your
that
heart
was good.
racing.
That's
After
good.
saying she believes
Creepy
this video
girl.
is authentic, Enigma states in the comments, the doorway looks like it's standard height, and the thing looks like it's easily reaching the top.
Oh, it is, yeah.
And even go
Straight
as
up,
far
but
to
it
say
looks
that
like a
it's
dude on
crouching
stilts, though.
slightly. So unless there's someone suffering from gigantism living in that place, it's definitely paranormal.
That's good.
What do you think?
That's
Can you explain
good.
this haunting image away? Or is it paranormal?
We should kind of pause a little bit more. That's good.
Missing. What do you do when your internet friend goes missing? You travel halfway across the world to find him. Posted to No Sleep by user Addis.
That's what I always do. Yeah, when your internet friend goes missing, what do? We travel halfway across the world to find him. That's standard procedure. Come on now. If you don't do that, there's something wrong with you. If you don't travel across the world to a different country to find your internet friend. I mean, come on. That's just standard. So if you don't do that, there's something wrong with you. I can't believe you said that. What do you do when your internet friend goes missing? Oh, you travel across the world to find him. Let's get it.
This short clip will have you questioning
crap,
everything.
hold on. I went back too far, didn't I?
Everything. The
forward.
creaking sound causes the camera after saying
Come on.
the world to find him. Posted to No Sleep by user Addis14. This story and the videos that accompany it are sure to keep you up at night. According to Addis, his friend is missing. 8 years ago, 7 friends met online playing video games, after which the group moved to Discord, which is a free voice and text chat app for gamers. Every person in the group was a bit of a misfit, an outsider, but none more so than a Polish man in his early 20s named Adrian. Addis describes him as having the demeanor of Forrest Gump. From the sound of things, Adrian seemed pretty harmless at first, but a month prior to this post, he began acting out and seemed a different person altogether. Addis described him as a hostile lunatic. Addis said Adrian would go on hour-long rants and insisted that the cursed woods near his home were also haunted by the CIA, who installed, quote, black sites, unquote, there. 2 weeks prior to this Reddit post, Adrian went missing. He deleted his Discord and social media accounts, and the final 2 messages the group had managed to save prior to his vanishing online were the same type of nonsense he'd been spouting for weeks. As far as they could tell, he'd gone off the grid, except for one thing, his YouTube account. This remained active. Videos began appearing on this account. The first is a video Adrian filmed walking through the woods at daylight. Nothing out of the ordinary happens in this clip. The second is more disturbing. The opening shot shows the woods at night. The shot changes to Adrian coming across a flight of stairs in the daytime covered in rubble. The stairs lead down to a room with a rusted red container with a camera stand pointed inside. The container looks like a bathtub of sorts. Then the shot returns to blackness with only the edge of a wall in view. Addis goes on to say that the remaining 6 friends all assumed this was some sort of prank Adrian was pulling. He left his YouTube channel up for them to view. They were his audience. But the next 2 videos changed everything, making Addis worry for Adrian's help. In video 3, Adrian crawls through a sewer, after which he reaches a dead end. The 4th video is only static. Towards the end, you can barely make out 2 men walking in the darkness, alongside the man filming, which Addis assumes is Adrian. Audio from the final video posted sounds like Morse code, along with the sounds, numbers, letters, and symbols appear in handwriting across the red screen. The group can't figure this out. Addis says that he and another of the group, Lewis,
to
travel to
that's pretty simple. On the letters is, I don't know, maybe not. Maybe for Morse code. So if Q in the alphabet is so many numbers towards the end, right? Letter number 20, whatever. So I guess you would 20. I don't know. I don't know how to decipher codes. I don't know. I took a horrible stab. Let's get it.
To investigate the matter and search the woods. Each of these videos have only around 100 views, which means very few are hot on the trail of this story. So what have Redditors to offer Addis? They were able to decipher that the Morse code in the last video spells River Kwai, which could be a reference to the Thai River. Other than that, not much has been confirmed, and Addis has provided no update to this strange story. Can you solve the mystery? Number 2, mysterious package. If you ever find a mysterious package on your doorstep, here's
Probably
a pro tip. Don't open it.
Mm.
YouTuber Alaskan Diva posted this clip saying it came from a doorbell camera. She writes, "You can see a person leaving at the beginning of the film. Watch the lower left corner. At first I thought he left a
It's moving.
package, but then..." The footage does appear to show a figure leaving the front porch area at the start of the clip. A moment
we heard
later,
that,
something
yeah.
strange and shadow-like appears to emerge at the entryway. You can see why the person thought a mysterious package had been left for her. The item appears to be moving around slightly before it changes shape like it's inflating, slowly floating up into the air, where it hovers like a shadow figure in the blinding sunlight. Definitely creepy looking, but does this have a more logical explanation?
Is it on the camera
YouTuber Jada
itself?
Art in the comments suggests it's a wasp or hornet crawling on the lens.
Yeah, that's what I think
Others say
too.
it's a snail, and some say it looks like a kid crawling away at first. Bug or not, the eerie effect would certainly make you hesitant to open the front door and check what's on your doorstep.
I think it's a
Before we get
wasp
to
or a
number
bug on the
one,
lens.
My
That's what I
name
thought
is
too.
Chills, and I hope you're enjoying my narration. Are you curious about what I look like in real life? Then go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT to find out. Do you like my narrations? If you answered yes, then tap the follow button and thank you for your support. It's a proven fact that generosity makes you a happier person. So if you're generous enough to hit that subscribe button and the bell beside it, then thank you. This way you'll be notified of the new video we upload every Tuesday. Number 1, security hack. This one is insanely creepy on so many levels. 99% of people will be scared because 99% of us own electronic devices that can be hacked. This video should serve as a public warning about how vulnerable we are to such an invasion of our privacy. The video captures a man hacking into a home surveillance system and speaking to a girl who's watching TV in her home.
I'm your best friend. You can do whatever you want right now. You can mess up your room. You can break your TV. You can do whatever you want.
This isn't a lone occurrence. 5 other families across various states reported similar events happening with their surveillance devices.
That's crazy.
Hackers have spoken to homeowners, even harassing them. Ring stated that neither its network nor its systems were compromised, but rather the ability to hack the system lies in users applying the same username and password across several services, or maybe just turn the cameras off. You never know who's watching. Thanks for checking out this video.
Man, like I said, you know, this dude right here, Chills, okay, I don't like his narrations. The way he talks, you know, and then, but you know what? He has a channel that is just huge. He's got a huge subscriber count. So I gotta give him my respect. You know, I have watched a lot of his videos. You know, me and my kids would get down and sit and watch his videos. And you get used to it, of course. He has some really good content. He really does his research. He finds these videos and he finds the backstories on them and he really talks about them. He does a really good job. And so, not regardless if I like his voice or not, he does a really good job. He has an amazing channel. So yeah, do what he said to do. You know, don't forget to like and subscribe on this channel, though. You know what I'm saying? For this Halloween extravaganza. You know what I'm saying? And I hope you guys had a great Halloween. I know a few of you who may still be awake. It's just barely 10 o'clock. You know what I mean? Like California, so on. It's not quite 12 o'clock yet. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, you guys, I really appreciate y'all for watching. And don't forget, if any of these clips scared you, creeped you out, or any of that stuff, you got to push that subscribe button to show some love, you know what I'm saying? And also, don't forget to push that like button. And until my next one, you know what I'm saying? That's right.